Hello and welcome to Caching Waves. Today we're going to be doing a macro count on RUNE. There's a pretty big trade setup coming for potentially a very big 30x. So I wanted to show you guys the count I have on the daily, and we'll look down at the 4 hour as well. First of all, we look at this chart. It seems like there's not a lot going on. Now the first way to analyze a chart like this properly is to switch to log scale. So you can see, we can see the separation of the waves much better. And we can do our Fibonacci extensions, see our retracements to see the most probable count. And this is what I've come up with. Now, first of all, for our impulse, I have our low actually in November of 2020 for a couple different reasons. The correction took way too long for this to be part of the impulse, and it came way too deep. As you can see, we basically double bottomed, and the way this wave fills out, it makes the most sense that this would be the low. Now let's take a look at our count. First we had a 1, 2 with a running flat as our 2. Came between the 236 and the 382 of this wave. Pretty light retracement, which is indication of a big bullish move coming. We then had our 1, 2, 3, 4, and we had our extended fifth for the third. We didn't get overlap here. I checked that, and we had our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to finish our third. And the extension we came to, extended off wave 1 off the 2, and we came between the 1.618 and 764, which is our expectation for our third. We then got a pretty light retracement, came between the 236 and the 382 again of the wave 3. That's our retracement tool from here. We got the 236 and the 382, and then we took off in a leading diagonal, and we got our 345 up. Again, I did this as well, just to make sure we're as close as possible. And we hit the 1.618 in there as well, as you can see, for our third and the fifth for 1, 2. So that leads me to believe this is the most probable count with our low back here in November. Also for our wave 5, we expect our wave 5 to be an extension of our wave 1 off the 4th, and that came to the 1.618 extension of our wave 1, slightly above it. There's a couple ways you can measure our 5th, but that seems to be the best scenario for this wave. As you can see, we channeled very nicely as well. So everything leads to this being our wave 1 or A complete. Zoom out a little bit. After that, we had our A wave. We had a running flat B wave and a C coming down for our W. The extension on that was between the 100 and the 1.236 for our C, so it fits perfectly as expected. We then got a running flat X wave. It's a double 3. As you can see, we got a flat 3-wave move, and again a flat. Coming off that, we got a little compressed in here, but we do have a flat to complete our ABC for our Y wave for this entire correction to be done as a WXY, as so. As you can see, as soon as you go to log scale, everything makes a little more sense. And what's ideal here, we passed the 618, but our second most common target for our wave 2 is the 786, which we came to the tick, as you can see, at 79 cents. Right down here. Pretty much ticked through it and reversed off that. So where does that leave us now? Again, I'm not going to be digging deep on the 15-minute count right now. I just wanted to show you the potential we're looking for. Now, if this wave is complete, we need this to get a partner. So the lowest expectation currently is a C wave up at $51 on log scale, which would complete this as a potential ABC. Now for fib time on that, I'd expect it to take the same amount of time or slightly more. And what I did is I extended our A or 1 wave off our B, and that gave us this 1-to-1 in time, or we'd expect the 1.618 in time. So the minimum amount of time I'd expect us to get there is by February, up at $51, or if this is the beginning of an impulse, we'd expect the 1.618 up here for our third at 680, which seems insane. But if you've been in the crypto markets, you understand how these scenarios can play out pretty quickly. And that would be in July. So this is the move I'm looking for over the next year, 6 months to a year. So I'll be looking for a long coming up shortly here. And when you're doing Elliott Wave, you really have to consider the bullish potential. I know the market doesn't seem bullish at the moment, but there are going to be outliers. This could be one of them. And if you don't get active in the trades, this is just something to consider. If you saw this, you'd be expecting waiting to buy at the 50 here, which you never would have gotten. You might have gotten this one, but you probably wouldn't have been in log scale, and you would have missed majority of this move. It's something you learn as you trade crypto more. You might have took your profit right here and been waiting for a 382 back, which you never got, and you would have missed majority of this, as you can see. So you really have to take into account log scale when stuff starts moving pretty quickly, and just raising your stops to let the market run. So just keep that in mind. So currently, where does that put us? Currently looks like we're in a fourth wave of a wave or a wave 1. And I'm going to be updating that on my channel pretty much a couple times a week, if not more. And I'll be actively trading this over the next while. So make sure to subscribe and put the bell on, and you'll get my videos as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching, guys.